All right, good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, students. Can you guys hear me? All right, good. Okay, guys. So today, we're going to cover the tutorial 4. Okay, welcome back from your Chinese New Year holiday. All right, and celebration. How is it, guys? So today we're going to cover fast because I'm not in a good condition. Seems like I'm having a food poisoning, right? So we will go fast today. Is it okay? All right, good. Then now we proceed with our tutorial 4. Okay. All right, first question. Define the balance of payment. So you have to know what is balance of payment. Okay. So this is what? This is the way. This is the method. All right. The method of the countries used to monitor the international monetary transaction. Okay. At a specific period. Okay. So what is that? This is the method for the country to monitor. All right. So from the answers here, okay, it can be defined as the statistical record of a country's international transaction over a certain period of time, right? Specific period, right? Okay, specific period of presented in the form of the double entry bookkeeping. Okay, so this is how they monitor the international monetary transaction. Okay, is it clear? All right, so it is the way, the method, right? Second question. Why would it be useful to examine a country's balance of payment? All right. So why it is important for this BOP, okay, to examine, okay, this BOP. First is what? It provides detailed information about the supply and demand of the country's currencies. So the key point is what? Okay, for the first key point is what? Detailed information. Right. To provide detailed information of supply and demand of country's currency. Okay. Remember, when you want to write in your answer, make sure you write all the key point here. Here, the keyword. Detailed information about supply and demand of what? Of the country's currency. Okay. Next, the BOP data can be used to evaluate the performance, right? After you know the information, of course, what the information you need is to what? To evaluate the performance of the countries. To look their international economic competition. Okay, guys, the second point is what? To evaluate, right? To evaluate the performance of what? Of the country international economic competition. Next, you give what? You give example. Okay, if a country is experiencing perennial, what is perennial here? Perennial here refer to lasting or existing. Okay, deficits. Okay. So it gives what? It gives a signal that the country's industries lack of competitiveness. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Clear, right? All right. Okay. So then we proceed. Okay. All right. Comment on the above statement on right. Comment on the following statement since the imports more than it exports. Okay, since the imports more than its export, it is necessary for the US to import capital from the foreign countries to finance its current account deficits. Right. So it means what? They buy a lot of products or services from other countries and they are having a deficits. Right. So they ask you to comment. So the answer, you should answer some sort like suppose that U.S. current account deficit causes its capital account surplus, all right? The causality may be running in the opposite direction, okay? The capital surplus may cause the country's current account deficits because they have a lot of exports, a lot of imports, okay, rather than export, okay? Suppose foreigners find the U.S. a great place to invest, right? Okay, and send their capital to the U.S., resulting in U.S. the capital account surplus, right? So when there are a lot of investors, right, coming in, right, our capital inflow will strengthen the dollar, right? So why our ringgit depreciate so much? Because the dollar is strengthening. Okay, people are talking and changing their currencies to dollar, and it will strengthen the dollar. Okay, and hurting the U.S. exports. All right, because people need to pay extra. And encouraging import from foreign currencies. Okay, when your currencies become strength, right? Okay, so you will pay cheaper price when you import, right? Okay, causing current account deficits. Okay, is it clear? All right. Hopefully you understand on this, all right, statement. Okay, can we proceed to the next question? Guys, are you with me? All right, okay. So we proceed to the next question. All right. Explain the factors of expectation as influence to exchange rate. Okay, so as exchange rate is increasing or decreasing. Okay, if investors expect interest rate in one country to rise, okay, investors, okay, of course we will leading, okay, to invest in that particular countries, okay, because the demand for foreign currency and increase in the exchange rate for the foreign currencies. So this is how you get to answers, right? So you are expecting, okay, the interest rate on that particular countries will increasing, okay, so that investors will invest it in that particular countries, okay, because of the demand for foreign currencies. Okay, clear? Okay. All right, next. Uncentralized interventions are just open market operations, OMO, conducted through the foreign exchange market rather than through the US government securities market. Comment on this statement. Okay, so you have to know first what is uncentralized intervention. Okay, so uncentralized intervention means what? It is how countries' monetary authorities influence the exchange rate. By what? By not purchasing foreign or by not selling their domestic currencies or assets. Okay, so this is the method on how the countries, okay, control their money supply in the economy. Okay, the statement accurately depicts, guys, what is depicts? Depicts means what? Portray. Depicts means portray or represent. Portray or represent. Okay. Oh, my handwriting becomes better, all right? Okay, that the monetary consequences of uncentralized intervention, okay? So in OMO, open market operations, the central bank buys, okay, government bond to expand the domestic money supply, all right? Okay, all right? When the banks buy the government bond, means what? Okay, government have projects a lot of money, right? So they can control the money supply of the bank negara can control the domestic money supply. Okay, clear, right? Uncentralized intervention entail buying, okay, foreign exchange, okay, will causes an increase. Okay, remember guys, buying foreign exchange, okay, okay, which an increase, okay, in the supply of domestic currency that is not offset by the open market. So this is how the bank negara, okay, control the money supply, okay, by use this uncentralized intervention. Is it clear? Guys, are you still with me? Okay. How about the rest? Oh, we have 14, right? Suppose we have like 20, right? 22, 24. All right, good. So we proceed to the next question. Okay. All right. Compare and contrast the fixed, free floating, and managed float exchange rate system. Okay. What are some advantages and disadvantages of a freely floating exchange rate system? Okay. So the question asks you to compare, okay, to discuss, okay, the fixed, freely, and managed float system, okay, and discuss some advantages and disadvantages of freely floating market. All right, freely exchange rate system. Right. So under the free exchange rate system, okay, here, right, the government says that they attempt to maintain exchange rate within 1% of the initial set. Okay, so they have put what 1%, okay, as their exchange rate. Okay, under the free floating, okay, because it's free floating system, there's no government intervention. Okay, is it clear? Right? Managed float system. Okay, when managed float system, remember, okay, government will allow exchange rate move according to market forces. Okay, demand and supply, right? Demand and supply of money. Okay, however, they will intervene. Okay, remember, because it is what? Okay, this is the managed float system. So the government will intervene when this things like they need to intervene. Okay, like we have what? Selling price. Okay, so this is the selling price. Okay, of the, for example, the exchange rate. Okay, so for the interest rate. Okay, so they will be the base, all right? So this is the government or the Bank Negara intervention, okay? So here they will have the, for example, the ceiling, okay? The ceiling, okay, up to which percentage, up to which amount, okay? Right, figure, okay? So that is called as a managed float system, okay? Right. So remember, next question, what are the some advantages and disadvantages of this freely floating exchange rate? Okay. So a freely floating system may help to correct balance of trade deficits. All right. So freely floating system may help to correct balance of trade deficit since the currency will adjust according to the market. All right. So remember, a freely, okay, help what? Help the help correct balance of trade. Right. Okay. So the key point, the key word here is what? Help to correct balance of trade. Right. Okay. And will adjust according to the market forces. Right. And countries are more insulated from problems of foreign countries. Okay. So, and what are their advantages here? Okay. Disadvantages of freely floating exchange rate is that firms have to manage their exposure. Right. Because there's no what? There's no fixed rate. There's no government intervention. Right. Under the managed float system, so that they will have the exposure to exchange rate risk. All right. So when they will be on a freely floating system whereby uh, the company or the firms, they have to bear the risk of exchange rate. For example, for year 2023 in December, okay, they bought the materials for example, 1 million, okay, because there's no intervention or maybe they are under the freely floating system, they have to pay extra, okay, because of the interest because of the exchange rate risk exposure, okay, because it's free, okay, there's no government intervention. Is it clear, guys? Guys, is it good? Are you with me? Guys, respond please on this chat meeting here, all right? All right, so do you have any other questions? What is SFSG? Kong Bichuan. Guys, do you have any other questions? All right. Okay, so your attendance. Right, guys, try to scan and please reply on the meeting chat. Cancer, right? Cancer, okay? So can or not? You managed to scan? All right, good. So guys, I'll see you on next week, right? Okay. So next week we'll have the physical class. Then I'll see you next week. So this week you may continue your Chinese New Year celebration. Make sure you visit your relatives and friends. Okay. So take care, stay safe, and bye bye, guys. See you next week. Thank you, Hijo, and thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys. Take care. See you next week. Yeah. All right. Bye bye, guys.